EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He'll try and run it. Murray has the first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. Going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now a draw play with Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And quickly finding Rager. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 44 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Murray off play action. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping. But they never did.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they work this out past the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turn.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check, check. Lucky. Under 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Murray. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on fourth, but